Hello, Age of Bison here. We're back with the 1v1 Sunbros tourney, and we're in with game 2 of carry against Claws or Tars. And this game, we are told this game is actually a really good back and forth game, and it's Germany against Dutch. So today I'm the main caster. This is my first time. You'll have to bear with my poor scrolling and the whole mess that I'll make, but at least we've got a good game for us. And today I'm joined with Platypus. So, yeah, tell me what you think about the matchup, about these players as well. You know them quite well as well, I think. So,
Yeah,
yes.
hey, how's it going? Um, this is a really interesting one. So typically I would say this is German favorite, especially on a map like this, right? However, both of these players are very experimental. They like to do different things. I mean, Tars now, I've casted a few games of his, and this man he's a cooker, right? He likes to do different builds. He likes to really take a civ like Dutch that a lot of people would probably call explored or very standard and try to expand them. And Carrie's the same way too. He just likes to kind of play with existing civ archetypes. If I had to say one thing, I would say Carrie is a very strong Cav player, which is a strength of Germany's and something that Tars may struggle with. And yet Tars is a very good defensive player. So if Carrie gets a little cocky or gets trapped in the back of his base or just has a tough time, Tars is going to be able to take advantage of that. That being said, this map is super flexible. You have TPs everywhere, good natives, lots of resources. So very curious to see how it plays out.
Yeah, check this treasure here. This could be really good for Germany. Taking down that help with the crack shot and then just face tanking the two pikes. He doesn't seem to be going. Maybe he doesn't have the crack shot ready. Oh, there we go. Yeah, 100 XP is huge for a Civ that actually, has an higher XP curve than other Civs.
Yeah, I agree. Germany does have that XP malice, so getting that can really jumpstart any sort of early game pressure or tempo that he wants to get.
Yeah, and meanwhile Dutch here picked up 90 coin and 50 coin here. That's actually really good for Dutch as well.
Exactly. I would imagine Dutch now is going to get up even faster because they can put their vills back on hunts.
Yeah. Let's see the decks, I suppose. There we go. That's Germany. So I think we could say that the Tower Rush, he might do some H2 pressure. We've got the Irish Brigadiers. I know that Kerry is a big fan of this card, and he's actually got the Landsknechts in this one as well, which is a very unusual card, I think, for Germany. It's not something that you see a lot. And then he's got this Landwehr or Scharnhorster form. What do you
Yeah,
think about
you know
this?
the Landwehr, or not the Landwehr, but the Landschnet, they got nerfed a while back to basically be unable to have their age 3 stats in age 2, so you've not seen it very often. That being said, they still have a lot of siege, and so if you're up against Dutch, it may be beneficial to mix some of those into your composition. That being said, this looks like a fairly standard opening. Market start, 17 out of 20 villagers, and I would imagine he is going to put a tower in the mid map, especially with a name like Tower Rush.
Yeah, totally. Let's just check Dutch. Dutch is aging right now. He's aging with the Quartermaster, very standard, of course. That's something you wouldn't really see anything else out of Dutch. So there we go. This is the signature mortar deck from Klaus or from Tars. This is I think we've showcased it a few times. He likes his advanced artillery, and there's no H4. Well, you might as well just get the cards from South Africa after all.
Exactly. I mean, he's been using a lot of advanced artillery in this team format, so I definitely would not be surprised to see him send advanced artillery and horse artillery or mortars early on against. And oh wow, look at that!
Oh
Man, that is
yes,
so
and he
smart.
gets it.
Ooh, that is huge too, because basically what you've done is you've kind of locked Germany into a strategy. Germany does have this XP malice. Without a trade post, they're really unable to do what they want to do, right? So as Dutch, you know that you've kind of idled your opponent and either forced them to commit a settler wagon to get a TP up, which will slow down their eco, or that they're going to have to do the tower rush and start killing stuff in order to get over that XP malice.
Yeah, and Germany doesn't
So,
have an extra scout unit either, so like their scouting is going to be limited until the Ulans come out.
correct.
He's a settler wagon coming up, and Tars did miss that though. So Let's see whether he expects anything. He's sending the
That was
wood.
pretty fast too. A little bit faster than normal again. Tars really demonstrating his mastery with the Dutch. Getting up, Dutch do get up quicker than Germany on average, but even a little bit sooner than normal. So Dutch is really going to be able to like lock down its base and either boom or defend. We'll see if he goes looking like pretty standard two bank opening so far.
And here's the outpost. Yeah, I want Kerry not to shoot these hunts just because Tars might be able to see that.
Yeah, that's definitely risky.
Oh, he did shoot him, but actually, not quite. And he didn't kill any of them, and the barracks is here now.
And the thing is for Dutch, right? Dutch early game is probably one of the like finickiest, and by finicky I mean very difficult to dial in and balance perfectly because
Yeah,
as Dutch, you've got wood and food, but you're, against Germany, there's going to be Ulan, so you need to have some anti-cav, and you need to have some skirms to deal with any crossbow or pikes, right? Because if Germany gets pikes on top of you,
ooh, this is a
then
forward barracks, and there come doppelsolners already. Man, this barracks
whoa.
is it going to go up?
Did
I'm
Kerry
not sure.
ship
Man.
3 DOPs first?
He shipped 3 dops first. That's not something you see every day, and there's some
No,
crossbows
that is
behind that.
not.
The barracks does go up though, but it's a very awkward place.
I agree. I mean, looking at this, you've got 3 banks. I mean, pretty again, very standard Dutch. But if that Rax goes down, Dutch is going to be in a world of hurt because again, Dutch needs to have units out. They don't want to be idle forever. And if
And the cover mode on those doppelsolkers does get them down now. Barracks is more than halfway down already.
it is, but those skirms they're not skirms, sorry, crossbows do not have the highest siege now. What's Klaus's response? Okay, is he just shipping?
Yeah, he's
Is Klaus
shipping Irish
shipping?
Brigadiers.
Nice.
There's some bikes here. There's bikes are actually going to take care of that. What is this? Does Germany have a? What is that? I've never seen these unit models. What's
What?
wrong here?
Do you have a mod on?
I I might. I don't think so. I shouldn't. This is really weird. I'll check that when I'm after this. This is definitely not.
I think if you're a viewer, I mean, as strange as this may look, it's got a guy with a stick, so I think they have the general principle.
It's still a pike, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And just like that, okay, so looking back
look
in
at this.
here, so if you're Dutch, okay, you've got the Irish Brigadiers. He's even getting blunderbuss. I'm going to go on a wild guess
Well-
here and say he's getting ready to do a Vil plus Irish Brig plus Minutemen timing at some point.
Yeah, I wonder why he pulled them back so far though. And wait, he destroyed that barracks. He's actually going for a saloon. Poffertjes and stove rifles. That's hilarious. Oh well.
Good choice there.
Going for the house, yeah.
Yeah. But that house is going to be deadly too because mercs do and outlaws do tend to be very population
Exactly.
inefficient, right? And so, now
Exactly.
it's scouted out.
And he's completely popped. No wood.
Oh,
He does
here
have
comes
a
the
market.
Minutemen.
And these villages are not long for this world.
They may not be long for this world, but this German mass, I mean, it's kind of trapped, and crossbows are not as effective into heavy infantry if they're going to shoot at, right? Like, they need to leverage their range and their cheapness.
Yeah, this is true. They killed the Ulan too, the villagers did.
Oh.
Or one of them actually. And this is this is not a good position for Germany. So he's tower rush. I mean, he did decent damage. He took down a barracks, a villager, and a house. I don't think that's bad.
Mhm. Yeah, I think overall, not necessarily the best value. Again, you did idle Dutch, but if you're Dutch, you've got an effective, 3 banks, 12 villagers, shipment on top. And I mean, this is, again, Dutch are, I think, often underutilized on the ladder because they are weak to certain kind of FF timings. But if your opponent's playing H2 and it's not China or Hausa, Dutch can do a lot. Now we're seeing kind of the strength of the Dutch design, which is if you can greed and hold, you're going to be in a commanding position. That being said, Germany still has the entire map. Germany has strong shipments. This is not over.
Krbats. Okay, we see Krbats from Dutch. What's Germany doing actually? Training some crossbows. Getting. How many satchel wagons do we have? I count 7 here. That's actually quite good, of course. So he he would have sent the two settler wagons, I'm guessing. We can't quite see it right now because he's popped.
Yes.
But there we go. He
Okay.
didn't actually send
So
it. Okay,
3
wow.
settler wagon, a crossbow, pretty standard.
Yeah.
You know, I think at this point Germany needs to probably ship 700 wood, but knowing Kerry likes the violence, so he's probably going to keep pushing into this.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right call.
I don't know. I think two settler wagons would be a good choice. Maybe just wood and take the trade line. I think that's actually probably the better choice. These crew bats.
Because again, if you're playing Germany, like you need to pump crossbow, but you also need to deal with that that XP malice. That's because the way it compounds becomes like more determinative the longer the game goes.
Yeah. Do these guys seriously only have 8 range? What the heck?
Yes. Well, because they do 30 damage.
Yeah, but 8 range is really not a lot. Going for the saloon.
It's not.
Don't forget the saloon is 1 villager going too. I think people often kind of tend to forget about that. Of course, it's not the reason to build it, but it's still pretty nice.
All right. Looks like we got a big fight coming up here too.
Yeah, for sure. He's kind
Or
of
not.
slowly moving in. I think Dutch might be waiting for something. He does have a shipment stack that's kind of interesting. I suppose he wants to age up. Yeah, I think that's right. He's on berries here. Does get to eliminate these crossbows. What's the melee on these guys? That's actually terrible. Oh wow.
Yeah, they do have that ×3 versus goons, if I remember correctly.
Oh, rate of fire. That's interesting. I didn't know these promotions. And it's actually against heavy cavalry.
Oh, my bad. So I know that they're good. Cravats used to be one of the most broken units in the game, hands down.
Yeah.
And they have nerfed them significantly, but they're still pretty solid in the right cases. I just think in this point, again, okay, Dutch is now sending the big army, and they're probably going to age. Yep.
Yeah, and this town center damage is massive, of course. And he did lose. He's not going to be able to send any unit shipments with this, since he's popped again.
Idled. At this point, if I was Klaus, I would probably sell my coin and use it to get enough for a house, because you want to be able to send something, and you're about to lose your market anyway. So any market abuse.
I'd like,
as soon as I say that, he keeps it after all.
Yeah, I'd like to say that I would do that as well, but then in reality, I think I would just panic. Oh, he's actually pushing the barracks.
What? The madman.
What an interesting choice.
I guess he figures, hey, I can hold here. Yep, I'm going to ship Hussar. Okay. My TC is just dominating. I mean, this is really smart. They're from Tars.
Not Hussars.
I think Tars holds.
Yeah, I mean, he took a lot of damage though, but his eco is still fine. Like, let's see, 19 vills, 3 banks. So that's essentially this is 3.5 settlers, right? Almost 4 settlers. So that would be like 29 something, 30 villagers. Germany is a bit ahead, I think. And Germany does have the settler wagons, which puts them really a bit ahead in eco. I think there's 700 coin coming in. That means we're probably going to see an age up very soon.
I think Germany kind of has to too. You don't want to be against age 3 units as Germany in age 2, because German units are kind of squishy, and they're not really that special at this stage of the game. Late game Ulans do become absolutely monstrous in cost effectiveness, but and of course war wagons are really great. But at this point of the game,
I suppose the only real unit that they have in H2 is like the Doppelsoldner, but that's like a melee unit, so it's kind of hard to use correctly. Tar's still heavily popped though. That's definitely, he needs a house, and then no Bosniaks, no mercenary ship. And
why is he stacking so much coin then?
Yeah.
Church. I think he's going to try to get a church and then get the red lancers.
That could be. That would actually make a lot of sense against what Germany's presented with so far. Actually, the German mass is not that large right now. It's actually... Where did all the pikes go? Oh, right. It's probably there was some sort of raid or so. But shipping a fort now. What's scary is just aged up. There's doppelstones coming out of these barracks. Not
Oh,
enough coin
Doppel's
there.
good. I don't think he's gonna make it in time.
But if he ships
But
the
if he
Uhlans
can,
on top of this, I mean, that, yeah, I suppose there's a lot of Irish breeders.
yeah, those Briggs have decent siege, right? Like, yeah, slightly above average Musk siege. Militiamen
28.
adding their little chip damage.
And 40% melee resist, so they don't die that quickly to Uhlans. There's another tower going up here, though. Gary
Oh,
does want the shipment point, and that makes sense. And he's
yeah, I mean, it's such a it's one of the best shipments in the game. You know, 9 Ulans is an absolute game changer, and I think that's exactly what we're going. Oh, if that fort wagon goes down, ooh, good reflex there too from Tars to move that wagon around.
But did Gary see it though? And ooh, I don't know. It's pretty quite close.
Okay, very aggressive fort.
But just oh man, it's just within the range. Oh
Oh,
no!
dude, this
Can
game's
Gary
getting
do
crazy.
something about it though? Like he's got double softness, but I think the Dutch mass is a bit too large. Oh, the bikes are getting caught.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it
And
looks
just like that,
yeah. I think you
waiting
were
with the
going to say the
bikes.
same thing.
Yeah, like this game's dead even, and okay, it's kind of swung back and forth. I'm not sure really who's in the lead. Germany is on its power spike curve, right? You know, Germany's H3 shipments are the best value, I think, for shipments of the game. Dutch is on what, still 3 banks?
Um, yeah, that's right. 3 banks
Yeah,
did
so
rebuild the
Dutch eco
market.
is, yeah, but Dutch eco is just not as strong as Germany's right now. I
Wait,
think he's been
he's
idle for too much, and he's stacking res. I wonder why he's stacking so much coin.
yeah, and he's
It's
still
got to be the
on
church.
20 villages. I mean, it didn't. Hmm. Okay, training helps now. Training helps and routers. Is it another? Wait, where's the stable? Oh, it's a fort. Right. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. And then 9 routers coming in. Okay, this is. I feel like that's going to be able to deal with all these Ulans.
Definitely.
Are there enough
Yeah, the
skirms? That's the question. 12 skirms, yeah. I think should be fine. That,
Ooh, but he wants to. Is he going to react? Is Kerry going to get this cav right on top?
ooh,
Oh,
that was a good connect there.
I mean, still pretty good reaction time there from Tars and Halberdiers plus Briggs. I mean, it's going to be gnarly, but now we've got Dopp swinging in.
Yeah,
This is getting really scary. I think Tars, that was a little bit of an overextension. You know, of
yeah.
course, you want to get something out of it. In this case, the Reberics, and good job holding, but I think he was stacking resources for so long and kind of idled that. He's kind of fallen behind, and I think that Germany now just needs to kind of hold and then either go to H4 or finish this pretty soon before Dutch can recover and start banking.
Let's see Germany's eco. He's training a lot of skirms. Yeah, classic Germany, depleting all these gold mines already. Or silver mines, I should say. This one is almost up. This one is almost up. This is probably the next one. This is a gold mine, though.
Yes.
Oh, barracks going down. Shouldn't miss these
Okay,
fights.
so good job too. That is something I feel like a lot of players do to make the mistake. Sometimes you just have to commit to finishing something, and even though it may not
Yeah.
be the best, you know, it's like selling a car or selling something that you've lost money on. Like it's better to sell it than hold on to it forever and like get nothing in return. You know, in this case, it does kind of force Kerry to go back because it can no longer as easily reinforce. But I don't know. What do you do here as Dutch? Do you think, McCleves? Like I would say it's. Oh, I guess you do this.
It's go time.
Yeah.
I think this might be a smart idea. The German base seems quite undefended, and well, there is a few Udans, but how did this house go down that far? It's, is it all that explorer? That would be pretty
Wow.
funny, actually.
I guess we missed something. Yeah, that would be funny if it was just the Explorer doing chip damage. Reuters going up, catching the Ulans,
Come
making
on,
sure
come
that
on.
there's no more. What do we got
Oh,
going on here?
is
Is he
Carrier
just going to drop
looking
the
to
Falx here?
age up or what? Yeah, Falk's going to work. There's one house. Ooh, Germany coming back. He's gonna catch these reinforcements, yeah. That's a lot of skirms. That's man. If Tars manages to protect his cannons, and this should be a good fight for him, I think.
It does. Oh no. Okay. Whew. I don't know. Those Yulons do connect, and it looks like. Wow. Does he what? Did he just lose one cannon? I can't tell.
He
There's
didn't
stuff
lose
off
a
the
cannon yet. He didn't lose a single one yet.
Whoa.
But there's the
Oh, you know what?
villagers.
Villagers. Ooh. Oh, good job, man.
Oh
Good
man,
set
it's
from
settler
Gary
wagon.
there.
He's actually managed to keep all three cannons alive. Still, there's some Udons coming down. There's one going down. But Kerry's lost
Right.
most of his army though.
Yeah, this is swinging back. I think Dutch. Oh no. Okay, those Yulons do connect again. Do they get another Falk? I mean, those Falks are so weak.
Yeah, they got two
I see
of them.
one still. Okay.
But there's more Ulans though, and the Dutch
There's
reinforcements.
always more. Right.
He
There's
needs to
always a
focus
second
these
batch.
Ulans. Oh no.
Ooh.
And there's the H4 coming up. I do feel like Kerry got caught with his pants down a bit trying to age, and then suddenly there was like a whole army in his base, and he didn't expect it. I don't know, but that's how it feels like a little bit.
I do feel like he kind of got caught out, and this game went from I'd have to say German favored and Germany was doing well to I'd have to say it's even right now. That being said, with Kerry on the way to H4, Tars needs to
swing
do
again.
something. He needs to siege and or do this, find the coin mine.
Ooh, but there's a tower going up. He should be safe. I think. Is there anything? Crossbows, Ulans. I don't know, man. This could be bad. Tanky settler wagon, so.
Yeah, the settler wagons will ensure there's not too much damage. I think really the core problem here is how much idle time he might receive.
Yeah. He's actually just ignoring it somehow. But now the skirms. Okay, no, he can't. Lol. Aye, that's one settler wagon. H4's in. Two cannons.
Ooh.
Yeah, melee
Now
routers.
Tars
That's
getting right on top of him. Yeah.
that's really good. That's really good from Tars, the melee. And there's heavy cannons coming in now. Heavy cannons plus 4 Rulans.
Settler wagon versus Reuter versus Settler wagon heavy artillery, the new comp.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he has to go away, and he's lost a lot of vills, but
Dude.
Tars,
He's going down from 40 to 26. That's actually massive. He lost some vills earlier here, right? So,
yeah,
all in all, that's actually quite a big eco loss.
this is pretty painful. But you know what? He's getting counter-rated. Oh man, if those Yulons get on top of that hunt,
This could be really bad. Really
it's gonna be one of those
nasty.
games where it's gonna be decided by whose villager hides in the corner longer or something.
I know.
Like this has been pretty destructive, and yeah, these Yulons are gonna go to town. That is just absolutely massive. Because I was about to say Dutch was in ascendancy again, but once he
Yeah.
loses all those vills, it's gonna be
What?
brutal.
What's Gary doing? Oh, this must be
Oh,
some
he selected all.
yeah, some hotkey and then
Oh,
what a shame. I suppose it's lucky for Tars, but ooh, good shot there. Target lock was on. All these vills coming back home. What's he gonna do? He's got quite a few resources here still. Dutch gonna siege his barracks. There's 7 skirms. That's an H3 card coming in instead of the factories. That's an interesting choice. Infantry combat here. Yeah, oh, these settler wagons are in a bad position. That could go very wrong. Something's going on. I can't hear you anymore.
oh, sorry.
Oh, there we go. Fine.
Probably just the mic just wiggled a wire. So okay, here we are again.
Yes.
Just I don't even know. Okay, there's the villager counts just going down. Now we'll have to look at the post game. It's got to be like a slow
Did you see this?
decline. And
Yep.
ooh,
That's Yeah, Pokey, Pokeboy's going. Yeah, and Settler Wagons, they're tanky, but helps is a bit too much, I think.
Yeah, and Settler wagons. I mean, they do have what melee resist instead of range resist, if I remember correctly. But
They're the other way around, yeah.
or oh, the way around. Okay,
Let's
so then
see.
the halbs are even deadlier.
You're right.
Yep. So is it villagers that have the melee resist or no?
Yeah,
Am I
yeah,
just making
yeah.
stuff up?
It's just like CDB also have range resist.
Correct, right? And so that is something about Settler wagons, as annoying as they can be to tank, right? If you get them with melee, I mean, again, Tars is just showing a lot of expertise, and both these players played this game a long time. They know their civs very well, and I'd say these guys are great players at everything except protecting their villagers.
Yeah.
But you have to be out on the map. You know, again, these kind of classical legacy civs, even Dutch, a civ that has a lot of auto-generated eco, like you're going to really struggle with
Food.
being able to sit in your base forever. You know what I mean? Because those banks cost resources, or units still cost resources. I mean, any civ has to go out on the map. And at this point of the game, often, especially civs like Germany, live and die on, can my villagers get onto a coin mine and not be slaughtered? Same thing with Dutch, right?
Yeah, Germany a bit more, I feel, but definitely, right? And Dutch still needs to hunt, too. Really not a lot of fills here from Dutch. And he did train 3 Culverins, which is actually really good, because that's exactly the amount you need to kill a heavy cannon in one shot. So, very smart there. Okay, he's gonna... put those cannons in volley mode. Come on. Actually, the skirms are doing good work there. Easy, I think. Yeah, he must... Oh, he's training cuirassiers, Saxon cuirassiers. Just not engaging here. What's that?
Yeah, I really think... I don't even know. This has been such a slaughter fest. I really like the Saxon Cuirassier too. That is...
Oh man, the shot.
A nice addition.
And the gulls haven't been shooting at there we go.
No. Okay, I think they almost had like a animation cancel there.
Oh, that was...
but they get it. Ooh, great.
That was a great fight for him.
Cuirassier come in.
Yeah, they... I mean...
I think Dutch is okay. I think ultimately the problem is going to be is Germany has access to all of its H4 shipments, which are much better value, right? You know,
well,
plus they're
2 factories.
Never mind.
Yeah. Still, 2 factories could be huge in a world where there's only 33 vills and 24.
27 minutes.
Yeah.
24 plus what? 3 banks still? Did he ever get more banks?
Oh, that's a good question. Actually, no, he didn't.
Okay, so it's pretty close. Like this. With all the incredible fighting back and forth.
But Germany cancelled... sorry for cutting you off. Germany cancelled the factory, and he's going for Jaegers. Actually, Jaegers might be something that Dutch is going to struggle with. I say that, but he's actually getting 3 Falcons.
Yeah, he does.
4 Falcons, sorry. And Steel Trap's coming in now. Just in time, I would say. Ooh, yeah. Wait, I'm missing a huge raid here.
Oh my god. Down to 24. Goals. This is brutal.
19 again. Man.
I never thought I'd say this, but I almost feel like both of these civs could do with the second town center at this point.
Yeah.
Like, just to replenish the losses, man. Like,
at least a bank, right?
Yeah. Dutch should at least get a 4th bank.
Tears down this... And of course he's gonna get this barracks too. The Jaegers... can't really deal with this. I think Germany needs Culverins. Oh, and what's he doing here? Smart. How many barracks has he lost right now? Must be like 4 or 5.
I've counted at least. Yeah, I can off the top of my head, would bet money on at least 3. That might even be more.
1,
and
2,
again,
3, 4. I think 4 even.
I mean, this is a really violent game. I love these type of games, although I'm sure both these players at this point are exhausted, and I wouldn't be surprised if you just see like a bad micro or a misclick just suddenly close this game, right? Because you've been now fighting for out of what, the rush started kicking in at about 7 minutes, so it's been about 20 minutes of back and forth and exhausting. Fights here, fights there, swings back and forth. I mean, this has not been a clean game, but this has been a probably, in my opinion, one of the best type of games where it's just this tactical back and forth. Just like that, who's going to attack first? The Coles do get a shot off.
He's only lost a single. Oops, sorry. That's 2 Falcons down, and the Dutch golf isn't getting his shots off. And yeah, he's got to retreat now. Takes the villager down with him there.
Nice little like. Oh man.
Oh no! Oh, sad.
Well, he does lose a Falcon, but I think he got a pretty good return there. Yep.
Yeah, he's
gets another shot off, and I think he's just. I
don't know whether that was close. A good trade. I wonder. He does have to deal with these Jaegers. There's only 8 left, but he killed 4 of them.
So what is? Look at the macro. Germany's just exhausted. Yep, and now he's going to try to move his villas, I assume, to that forward coin mine again.
Actually, Dutch eco is looking kind of okay here. I do feel, factory coming in to kind of correct that. What is this? Okay, he's pushing on this side. Probably wants this gold mine, right? And there's still a single settler here doing his best. Poor dude. Okay, wall coming up here in the front, and this mine is going to be exhausted very soon. And then what, right? He's gonna have to settle here. Dutch is definitely gonna see that with this envoy here. That at 3 HP, it's just survived here, and it's.
Is that the original envoy too, or no?
He did train some. I don't know whether it is. There's a mortar.
Good job. Tars as a player he really, I think, does such a great job using like map vision and adjusting. If that's definitely one strength of Tars and something that we think we should all do better at.
Check his vision.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's like the whole map. It's like an AI scouted it. You know what I mean? Like
compared to, it's actually human. Crazy.
Yeah, even Carey's got full map, man. That's just so important.
He does. Like but when you look at the light of sight, there's actually a very big difference here. This is not the same thing. And I think part of it is just this mortar too. I'm not gonna lie, but.
And now, sieging the houses of Germany, getting a lot of value. Man, Tars is just like the depth of Tars' skill level. And nope, now we've got a counter.
And that's a settler wagon.
Oof.
Oh, but wait. This could be bad too.
Oh, is he getting Ulans on those skirms? I mean, there's enough skirms.
There's a 4-2. It should be fine. Are these These are not guard units yet.
I don't think Carey's had any.
No, he doesn't look
guard units. In fact, his age, of course, I mean, other than getting access to the factories and the heavy cannons, hasn't been able to get too much out of that.
He did get the one factory and 2 heavy cannons, especially. Maybe some eco upgrade. I don't think. Actually, there's a. Okay. I won't question it. This mortar is not going to survive very long. He did get like 3 or 4, I think 4 houses, so that's quite nice.
Yeah, that's pretty equitable.
Shoot! No, that would be funny to see it shoot at 1 meter.
I think it actually has a minimum range. It doesn't have a minimum
range.
It
might actually. I don't know. That's possible. It would make so much sense, but. Yeah, Tars knows where it's got to go to get value, right? So, but Germany also defends it, so I suppose that's 1 culverin down now.
You know, and yeah, it's just killing culverins at this point. Like, I don't know if that's the best use of all your Reuters.
Unless you're planning to make artillery, but no. He is actually making horse artillery, my bad. There's war wagons coming
there you go.
Germany now.
Ooh. Man, this is just, I feel like, okay, so it's 37 vills. Dutch is at what, 20-something again?
Yeah, 23.
Plus the 3 banks.
Shipping 5 SARs. She seems like a good choice, actually. Although, the
man, clean up though. Look at this. This is a cleanup from Dutch again, but
yeah.
You know, the thing about Reuter and Skirmisher, they don't necessarily have the highest siege. So even though he's like cleaning up, Yeah, he might not be able to push underneath this, which will allow his coin mine to continue to be depleted. I mean,
Yeah.
this map is going to be free of resources at this rate.
There's still a gold mine over here, and this mine is pretty okay. This one is going to be done very soon. He did get rid of the Jaegers, except for one, and this horse artillery. But there's still these culverins though. Yeah. Ooh, and there you go. Actually, this one has 200 HP. Is this Culverin Royale? No. Robber Baron's shipments. Do you like the horse artillery graphics?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, this has always been, I think, a pretty game. I definitely think it's
For
one of
sure.
the biggest strengths of Age of Empires 3 is it's the unit models, the kind of combination of historical and alternative or just other various cultural references. And always make this game just super fun. I mean, there's assets inside half the buildings.
Yeah.
Like if you go into them with like a viewer or camera mode, you can just see so much. And yeah, these war wagons,
Yeah.
scary units. Although again, there's really nothing Age 4 or Guard. What
I
about
guess
the
this
Culverin
heavy
turrets?
cannon.
Does he have Culverin Royales?
Nope. Not yet.
Hmm.
He does have the heavy cannon. The heavy cannon is of course H4. Although technically horse artillery is too, but it's just an age early because of this card.
Correct, right? Because you normally only unlock them at Age 3 and then you have to, or Age 4 and then you have to pay for the upgrade.
Yeah, it's not gonna last because. Yep. Oh wait. Let's go.
Oh, another raid.
Oh no. There we go.
Looks like Carrie does react pretty fast. Is he just gonna go for a fact? I
He's
don't know
gonna.
if that's the right call.
I mean, it's actually going down. Like.
It's really fast.
It's surprisingly fast, but. Oh no!
Oh,
Oh gosh, and they're all half HP as well.
Oh man.
I think he just stationed these units there, knowing that there would be.
And like earlier when I
man.
said like these games tend to go like this, like you're tired, you're exhausted, and like just one misclick or misstep or something like this happens, and the game just swings.
Yeah.
Now down to 18 villagers. He's got this Reuter ball. It looks like he's going to try to get some of the heavy cannons, but
Yeah, there's some stars too, so you will. Oh, come on. Yes, there we go.
and Jaeger's now pushing out a little bit, trying to get some value, so he doesn't give away that heavy cannon for free.
There we go. And he does have that. I think.
Yeah, the Reuters are going to chew up the cannons, I would imagine, fairly fast. Reinforcing, though, units coming from behind for Germany. Yeah, that score is getting wider and wider. I just think at this point that eco raid probably just did it for Dutch.
That
This is
eco
probably
raid.
their last.
He might not have realized it so far. I think maybe it's possible that he just didn't realize it. I don't know. Ooh, these feels just. Oh yeah. Yeah, there you go. He calls it.
Yep. Wow, man. That, even I'm like I said, I know I say this a lot, but that was almost tiring for me just trying to keep track of everything. But man, that was a brutal game. Like, you got to show us the villager graph.
Yeah, let's go
at some
for that.
point.
Let's go. Actually, just check the resource squad. Actually, the eco is still kind of closer than I was thinking, really. Military, really close.
How'd they both kill more units than they lost?
Villagers.
Oh, okay. Good point.
Yeah, it must be that. Let's see. Ooh, look at this! Look at this raid! He went from 54 to 34. 20 vills. Villager population at least, but and then another one. And another one. And another one. And then Dutch as well on that though is actually not growing like at all during this whole game basically. Just
No,
being
just constantly scythe down. Like
cut down to
both of
size.
these
Yeah.
players are brutal. Like, I mean, this was just a slugfest. I think this just came down to back and forth and back and forth and back. Oh, look at that military count. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Klaus,
I should look at
Ricard's.
population, but wow, he got wiped when he was aging to 4, and then
Mm-hmm.
the rematch was quite good, but wow.
You know, I think in the end, some of the early pressure, like if you think about it, Dutch only had 3 banks. They weren't really able to grow their villager economy. They weren't able to add more eco. I think in the end, like Dutch had a solid eco early on, got to age 3 first, had a better defense, and they just were not able to leverage because if your eco is the same as Germany's, but Germany does get more units per shipment,
Yeah,
you're kind of in trouble, right?
yeah, that's right.
Just by the nature of Germany. I mean, and he has good H3 shipments. So even though he really seemed to take advantage of H4 super well, he still has the advantage of having better value shipments to ship back to back to back, where Dutch didn't have like eco shipments or scaling, shipments that would help him in the late game. So I really think ultimately Tars played extremely well. I think Gary played extremely well too, but just because of the designs of the civs and that Tars was not able to like snowball like he probably would have liked to early on, that eventually this game does go towards big carry. And again, carry all those raids, all the back and forth, microing, unit comp switches, doing different things. I mean, Carey's just absolutely displaying the depth of his knowledge. So
Yeah,
this was definitely a fought and earned win to Carey, in my opinion.
yeah, very very strong play, and I do want to point out how you really see the impact of like being idled in all the raids, and the eco just gets very very close again. It's surprisingly close, really, and so you really see the impact. Well, with Dutch, you see it a bit less because there's like banks that kind of still support it, but it doesn't grow very fast, of course. Um, very well played by both of these players, and yeah, insane. You can really see from the eco as well that like there was a big fight because this is not a normal amount of resources at 15 minutes.
No,
It's kind
no,
of
not at all. Just a bloodbath.
yeah. I like these
Love
games.
this.
Really
I do
nice.
too. These are the ones that make me want to like play these type of civs or queue up. You know what I mean? Because it's like it didn't come down to one person abusing, quote unquote, or sticking to a single strategy. Both of these guys had to be adaptive. Both of these guys had to switch up their compositions, think differently, think outside the box. And I mean, this is why I love these type of events for because we finally did get an extra bank or two out, huh?
Oh
Towards the
yeah,
end, it
actually
looks
you're
like.
right. Yeah, two, one, two. Actually, yeah, you got to 5.
Yeah. Just maybe too little, too late, and again, stacking coin frequently. So I have nothing else to say other than GG. I hope both of these players had a great time because I certainly had a great time watching it.
Yeah, what a neat game. Well, I think with that we're gonna wrap up this cast, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, make sure to like,